How to read someone instantly. Top 10 psychological tricks. We often see in the action movies that the intelligence agents are able to identify the spy by the way they walk and talk. While one may think that it requires years of practice to master the art of reading people, and it does, in most cases, sometimes you can use little tricks to read people instantly. Now, you can't identify spies and make them blurt out the truth, but you can judge someone's personality in general by these psychological hacks. Just like reading a book and understanding its true essence requires you to see the words first, you need to be able to see people and observe the way they carry themselves to read their actual self. So, let's head to reading people instantly by using these top 10 psychological tricks. Number 1. Observe but don't judge. The first step towards reading people is to be open-minded. Observe them, but don't be too quick to judge. Appearances and initial perceptions can often be deceiving. While you can get an idea about someone's personality accurately most of the time, in some cases you get to know people and their actual self later on with time. Even if you sense some negativity in someone, don't consider them bad. There may be some traumatic or painful history that you are not aware of. Being kind and compassionate will draw people towards you more and make them feel comfortable, making it easy for you to analyze their personality. Number 2. Take note of their appearance. Appearances can be deceiving, but in many cases, you can get an idea about someone's personality by the way they dress or accessorize. Successful and contented people don't like showing off brands, fancy clothes, or sports cars. It may indicate someone who seeks attention and public validation. They believe that looking a certain way might win them praise and spotlight from the people. Don't forget to observe the dressing style. Is the person next to you wearing bold colors? The chances are that he or she is a risk taker and doesn't fear being different and standing out from the rest. Dull and lighter colors signify more grounded and calm personalities. Look for religious symbols and pendants to see the level of spirituality. Tattoos are usually meaningful and can tell a lot about people and their emotional attachments. Number 3. Keep an eye on their gestures. Gestures and body language help you to understand whether a person is friendly, comfortable, and open to conversation or not. People who talk with open arms and loose palms are usually comfortable around you while conversing. Crossed arms and leaning away signify someone who has their guard set high and are not that open for discussion. It usually takes time for such people to open up. Impulsive behavior like nail biting and skin picking could be a sign of anxiety or that the person is under stress. Number 4. See if their tone is loud or low. You can read people by assessing their tone when they talk. People who speak with a tone too low are usually introverts and shy. It may also be a sign that they're trying to hide something. Someone who speaks audibly on regular days but has been speaking in a dull and low tone lately might be going through a tough time or emotional trauma. It is best to stick by their side and provide support. Loud tones are generally linked with aggression, but that's not always the case. Some people have a louder tone naturally. Linking it with facial expressions might help you to understand the person in a better way. Number 5. How's their posture? Posture is sometimes affected by medical conditions and pain. However, some general habits of carrying oneself can speak volumes about their minds. If you come across someone who sits with rounded shoulders and stooped back, they're usually insecure about their appearance and have confidence issues. An upright posture, however, symbolizes confidence and strong social skills. However, too rigid a posture may be a sign of arrogance. You might have seen it in television serials or experienced it yourself that bullies in high school have a unique walking style and super rigid body postures. It usually signifies dominance over others. Number 6. Do they keep shaking their limbs? Shaking hands and legs impulsively is a common habit among millions worldwide. Mostly when you sit beside someone shaking their leg, you ignore it and carry on your conversation. The truth is, these habits can help you read others quite well. People with anxiety issues, stress, and too many thoughts affecting their mind tend to shake their legs and hands more often. Number 7. Observe the way they talk. Observing the way people talk is perhaps the most reliable and easy trick ever to read someone instantly. The words you speak or write are a reflection of what you are as a human being. The closest you can get to understanding someone's thoughts is by observing the words they speak or write. Usually, people add the words they're thinking about the most in their minds. You must have experienced someone call you a different name, or for example, saying stool on shelves instead of books on shelves. Now, chances are their minds are occupied by the thoughts of having a broken stool. The speed of delivering a speech is also essential. People who speak fast can be nervous or maybe hiding something. Such people tend to be more secretive than those who talk at a slower pace. Number 8. Ask questions. When you want to read a person, some simple questions may tell you more about them and their life than you think. You can ask them where they spent their childhood or which school they went to. A reply with a smile on the face depicts that they had an easy childhood. However, if they lose their spark, they might have had difficulties in earlier life. Secondly, one thing leads to another. You may ask questions, they might answer, and randomly tell you more details than you asked for. This is a great way to get to know someone better. Choose your questions wisely and make sure to be ready to listen. Number 9. Trust your instinct. The key to reading people effectively is always to trust your instinct. Your gut says more about people than you'd ever get to know directly by them. If you get positive vibes from someone, they're probably going to be in your life for a long time. However, no matter how nice someone seems, you'd better maintain your distance if you get negative vibes. Even experts trust their instincts while reading people. Energy draining and negative people will cause nothing but harm. Therefore, when your gut says something, you listen. Number 10. Look into their eyes. Eyes are windows to the soul. This is a famous saying, and it couldn't be more accurate. While judging people based on their eyes may sound a bit funny, it has great logic behind it. The appearance of eyes in general can tell about someone's routine, emotional state, and habits. Dark circles around the eyes usually mean that the person has had a poor sleep or may be going through stress. Similarly, red, shiny, or slightly puffy eyes indicate crying. It is best to ask if they're feeling okay and if they need support. You can also judge whether someone's smile is genuine or fake by looking into their eyes. If their eyes wrinkle, it's a genuine one. If not, they're either being polite or trying to hide their sadness. Knowing how to read people can be a gift and make communication much better. All it requires is some practice.